smoke, sometimes there is fire. There's no doubt about that. And it sounds fishy that, that this guy, with the whole thing, that he's going to be paid 25,000 pounds, which is equivalent to about 30,000 U.S. money.
Tyson Fury's decision to increase his weight has sparked a lot of attention from boxing experts, many of whom believe he should stick to what he does best, using his unique style, rather than changing his approach to try to outbox Alexander Usyk. Fury is currently training in Malta and has shared images of his new physique, with fans noticing that he appears significantly bigger than usual. Meanwhile, Usyk has also been posting pictures of himself, showing off a more muscular and toned physique, indicating he is equally serious in his preparations. With just 2 weeks to go, fans are comparing the two fighters' shapes, and some believe Usyk's form suggests he will come out on top in the fight. Reports suggest that Fury plans to weigh in heavier than in his first meeting with Usyk, with pundit Gareth A. Davies speculating that Fury could tip the scales at around 19.5 stone, nearing his career heaviest weight.
What up, everybody? It's your boy MC from MCTV. I just wanted to make a quick announcement about Tyson Fury versus Dillian White. I think Tyson Fury is juiced up, jacked up on his shits again. I watched his live media workout. I watched their live press conference.
Where do you stand on that? What do you think? I know you was quite strong on that as well. I think that you went Usyk as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I picked Usyk to beat Fury. I remember when Usyk first moved up to heavyweight, I said he's a dark horse, don't write this guy off. We've seen cruiserweights move up to heavyweight and dominate.
Tyson Fury will likely need to bring something different to the table, especially considering that Usyk looked superior in their first clash and even came close to securing a stoppage in the 9th round. While gaining weight could boost Fury's power, former fighter Spencer Oliver warns that it could backfire. Oliver believes that Fury's best chance lies in rediscovering the movement he showcased during his 2015 fight against Vladimir Klitschko. Speaking on Talk Boxing, Oliver noted that there are rumors suggesting Fury could come in significantly heavier for this upcoming bout.
So there's been a few, but people take drugs, don't they, in boxing? They all take drugs, I'd say. All of them.
Really?
Yeah. I'd say they're all abusing performance enhancers or weight strippers or whatever they're going to do to take drugs. I think they all take drugs. All athletes.
Define all.
Everybody.
Well, obviously you're not talking about yourself, so...
Will this strategy backfire for Fury? If he's looking to bully Usyk, he might be playing into his opponent's strengths. Instead, he could focus on setting traps, a skill he's good at, and using the uppercut he landed in the 6th round to draw Usyk in. This might be a more effective approach than trying to overpower him. One fan reacted, saying, "It's obvious Usyk is going to win the second fight. Fury's in trouble." Another agreed, stating, "Usyk will win again. There are different levels between them." However, one fan remained hopeful, adding, "Hope Tyson can do it and bring the belts back. But I don't think Usyk even fought his best last time, so we'll likely see an even better Usyk, and he will win." For Usyk, a former undisputed cruiserweight champion, stepping up to heavyweight always represented a huge challenge. Despite weighing around 40 lbs less than Fury in their first fight, Usyk delivered a dominant performance, becoming the first undisputed heavyweight champion since Lennox Lewis. For Fury, his legacy will largely be defined by how he responds to his first professional defeat. The opportunity for redemption comes with his upcoming bout against Alexander Usyk this December.
Mr. Greg Knuckles did an excellent analysis and essentially did the following. He compared lifters in drug-tested federations and compared them against lifters in untested federations and saw what the strength difference was with all the world record lifts and national record lifts, etc., and sort of tried to figure out, okay, what's the percent difference here? And he found that it is roughly 10%. Now, it's a bit different for each weight class, a bit different for males and females. There's some nuance there.
During their first encounter, Fury found significant success in the middle rounds, especially in round 5, when he landed a series of strong combinations that seemed to hurt the 37-year-old Usyk. However, Usyk bounced back in impressive fashion, launching a powerful onslaught in the 9th round that included a standing count against the much larger Fury. At this point, Hall of Famer Timothy Bradley observed that Fury appeared to have lost focus, which may have contributed to Usyk's resurgence.
I will give them credit for being more creative than Canelo, where when Canelo tested positive, all they said was that he got it from tainted meat. This is wild boar, baby. You don't hear wild boar too often. You know what I mean?
Specifically, uncastrated wild boar.
Uncastrated. Even worse.
Fury just lost focus for a split second, and that's all it takes against Usyk. Bradley said on ProBox TV, "If you give Usyk any daylight or an opportunity to build confidence, he'll steamroll you." Regarding the possibility of a Fury knockout, Bradley suggested we might see a bigger, heavier Fury, similar to the version he brought to his rematch with Deontay Wilder. In that fight, Fury came in heavy, used his size to his advantage, and dominated Wilder. Since his return to boxing after his iconic victory over Vladimir Klitschko, where he weighed a career-light 247 ounces, Fury's weight has fluctuated considerably. For the 2020 Wilder rematch, Fury weighed in at one of his heaviest and delivered a destructive stoppage in one of his most complete performances.
Combinations.
Early was controlled by Fury, late controlled by Usyk. Amazing fight, and can't wait for the second one. Looking forward to seeing if that moment happens again for Usyk.
Do you think whoever wins this is the best heavyweight in the world?
Absolutely.
No argument.
There's no doubt about it. Yeah, Tyson Fury has been the best heavyweight in boxing for a long time. And I really didn't think that Usyk was until he did what he did against Fury. I know he had a couple of wins against Joshua and a few others, but beating Tyson Fury, to me, solidified Usyk as the best heavyweight. He's got to do it again, and we'll see.
However, when Fury weighed even heavier for the trilogy clash with Wilder, he appeared somewhat sluggish, unable to use his movement as effectively. As a result, it's now crucial for Fury to be especially mindful of his weight before entering his highly anticipated rematch with Usyk. Meanwhile, Lennox Lewis has suggested that Fury's key to beating Alexander Usyk may lie in his weight, after the Gypsy King came up short in their first encounter.
Steroid use.
Boxing matches.
I think that what's been incredible with Daniel was, years ago he got stopped by Joe Joyce. A lot of people labelled him a quitter. Same thing happened in the Usyk fight.
He had to grow up. And listen, this is what we know about heavyweights. They mature later than any other weight class, so he matured a little later, and I think he's grown through some of his growing pains. And the worst thing for a fighter is you see our growing pains. We saw his, but he fought through it, and I'm happy to see him where he's at right now.
Sean, just before we close off, that's on February 22nd in Riyadh. Just want to get your thoughts on a couple of more fights on that bill.
Usyk defeated Fury via split decision in May to become the first undisputed heavyweight champion since Lennox Lewis in 2000. The two will face off again on December 21st in Saudi Arabia. But this time only 3 of the 4 major belts will be on the line. In their first encounter, Fury fought largely on the back foot after coming in at his lightest weight in 4 years. Lennox Lewis believes Fury should adopt a different approach in the rematch. "I think Fury learned what he needs to do next time because he didn't do enough," Lewis told BBC 5 Live boxing podcast Steve Bunt.
You ever think about getting in shape for a fight?
Nope, never. That's insulting, isn't it, to say that, get in shape. A lot of these fights, they want to be like bodybuilders and look ripped and that. But I always rock the dad bod and, the bald head, fat, white as anything. Looked absolutely disgusting with my top off. And then when I knock out a good-looking six-pack, it's like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck just happened?
How do you do it?
Crack them on the jaw and down they go. You can't put muscles on the chin.
Are you the baddest man on the planet?
Me. So it would seem.
He needs to do a lot more, Lewis said. "I like him a bit heavier for his fights and not moving around as much. He has to conquer his own mindset first. He's been through these situations before, so I believe he can do it because he knows what to do. He's experienced both lows and highs, and even though he's down right now, he knows how to get back up. He just needs to put in the work." At 36, Fury has a strong record in rematches. The former champion has secured 3 wins over Derek Chisora, 2 victories over John McDermott, and improved upon his controversial draw with Deontay Wilder by knocking out the American twice.